or loss. Minority. Edi ababe tuja led by Afenyo Marking. Ana womu didi hun command. Ana ABC and Nempempen sway. Supreme Court edachina. Kwajo upon krono. Na semo de ko dane court. Se onhwe na onchirechire mu fama Ghana for say. Ye free bibi legal vacation. Na sa legal vacation no. Eye den any den. Ana ebum na unim se sasam chiri ye nyina yadwene na ye ntiase a Supreme Court ana ba be kirase cause amamu na ye bu no ye de constitution ne mra ada ye dibu Ghana Bar Association ye la for anka mu ko kra be kasa ni nyina obi a kire na dwen e wo sase mi ho but ntiase still enya dwumanti enu nti ana emreni mini ko John Paul Kruma so se sade a ene nyina yenta mutchuku na Supreme Court embra na omebo ye nchiremu na onkyere yen unim sa Supreme Court nso da bia obdi nchiremu bebe bia na ode betu dwase wie pa na sa nchiremu na beka ho na be nsa na ho se asemu ayaka ho asem awie sa asemi eno ana free ene edeko ehwo asem bia ba sei ane sitie enti sa nkomo no so ye nkomo a eye nkomo a ye nyina ye twen edachina na ye busa se asem ne titiri tietia ede sei de ba be si ye bia ne de ye bedi hu enkomo na ya hwese de esiko nti e watwenim for edachina nkomo ba kwa na mienu so dapono so a ye de ye nsa beka for some time now we say constantly I have been discussing and talking about a 24-hour market, 24-hour market, 24-hour market. And then Guzitando atuneni mutu and their fast seven. Now me be mami personal commentary about it. And the current year that be may complaining e kasafa hono. All for the interest of the party called the NDC. Because for a certain period, me who the trend that Ghana for the tuaba. Na sad trend ni a trend bia. Wa oba falling into that trap bia no. Edu. Na a DNDC, a DMPP. Sad trend ni ye. Huye mehi. Wa ya de manaya me ya. Wa ye bibia akama kuma. Ama me de che wanye ye. Emfa ne ho se ade na wo ye no 10 years beba. Ebebo o man no. And I benefit of mine. Under the only say, and any china semiya no. Wama bibi free mensa, wama mashuri bibi, wama dear be a necessary mensanka, wama busua, ako how mu a huchire bimu. 80 minima busua, enyina dear, a free necro, ya chin who free mo. Enunti, a do say and fear do and fear sankora. Ye nemo party a yaka, ye nemo party no problem. Sana Ghana for biti krum ha ehweso ene to aba na de DNDC de DMPP fo ni nyina pen sa hoye mehi me buafu me mpawasem wakasem metia me waya de ma na ye me ya no ewo ho na trend bi a 24-hour market no ede aba no eye trend a eho to na gudita no akasem bi na ebesi masam so a na bia meka me ba na ma bechecho na me no wadi nkomo afa ho na makase if that is what gusi ekadia ene na da bia de meka no eya ya asem a kire se omu twasa bia da che be ha wo mu ene de wo mu hunu de meka ene wo mu hunu de meka I have constantly been talking about it. Was me who the difference between the kind a year who the day who post a year the back manifesto my book and then ha me can ya and Tiasia woman different from Tiasia no Goodisando ababe differentiate between the two. I have a big problem with it. Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic wa Bekana Pass Post Office fa ho bo wo mo na wone mwa na bibia eye yare woni padua ne mu bia no yetumi emfiw system no mu Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic wona chiri kwan enya yira kwan kra wono ewo Abekala Pass wona ben post office no djumeko ni hwe prostate na se prostate no de waye ne se me da bia anopa 8 am kosi se 2 be body wona yes ho e da to makoma so se wona be hwe mema ewo prostate na se eyenya prostate ana mema wo certain age na sa age no dachi yanhwe ye a ebema wanya prostate no sa nkomo no ana omuni mudi enti eno an so de we be kire ho na wo maboa wo afei nkomo esa da ho ne se wo diabetes, hypertension, any stroke ni ade a me pacho wo ko a eno so ometimi aboa wo omo physio wo maso ye ti fully equipped clinical de wo hwehwe a etimi sayare bia no eye Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic ibetimi asasa ayare no e de afiri ho e de amawo enti fo oni che wona so ye nya ntwintwan so kra no mo solve problem no e fa e mawo e dan nya pa so obekọ na omaye bibia omye Olympic profile ne no no etimi hwehwe omogya mu na ya hwe ohawe wo omogya no mu na etimi detect yare bia esuma wo nipadua no mu a esefata se se yetumi yeden eso anu ne yifiri ho na solve problem edemawo nti kan ho na fa wani kire wona soye na on solve problems nyina enfama me so wona kire kwan ewo Abeka La Pass wona ben post office no wona kwa bibia ebeye fine edi amawo Yanko City Gold wo makola na wo ton jewelries apapa na yeka jewelries dia na nim se enema be mane ma yede siesie ye ho ede ye ho no eno eyade ba kwa ewo ho na ebi a wristwatch bi a ring ya ma ho nema yede siesie ni padua no eho kwa wo de betimi aboa wo na wanya bi ato na ni nyina eye kama pa a efi eti prempren fo woni kire ho na wodi ntimi moa wo na bibia nkoye enfama na enye fe enya honkan wo makola wo bengana na safa service na wo makola down ho na no left and right uko City Gold wa ha utwa kwan no ma City Bridal so wa ha wo nyina wo down floor ho no ma efe na eye ahonkan ene da sorry I am tiasempa na one of Ghana's finest businessmen, media guru establishing media house wo Kumasi a ebeji dinipa media house for the Kesben FM and actually or the Kesben TV beka ho na Kesben FM no o hyase wo Kumasi and a radio no running and or the TV abeka ho and we establish Kesben FM enso wo Kuma Accra na openi esa businessman o into banking enema bibiri na say bi okukuku school ma chese e bedru pempensu ni obeye lawyer na ye da sorry ne Thursday a openi a e fe de kwabna kese ye ani ye grow up Kumasi ye radio Kumasi na nim papa we as kwabna kese na dai kakraka aseda house ni ade enne papa no dai a wan sorry na eyare hosem at the media fraternity and the businessmen as a whole say Kesben Jumewura or the Kesben bebade enne onka ye ho biom opanino abobre yie pa you bia ye nyina ye nim no say kroba bonten so Ghana enim kwabna kese na are hosem particular misi ameti na eyabia pa manka na meboa nti ene kamu se kwabna kese aye Kesben odaya wa sorry unyame atonsa e de afre ye papa yi na de ya no aba ti media houses ni media fraternity ni nyina no arehosem atoye nti Kesben abusua Kesben presenters Kesben ye dwumayefo ene Kesben groups of companies na ye mamunyina ya akọ na unyame mfa papa ne kransie yi obewiase be bobra na unyankopɔn ana tonsa e dia frɛ na yema abusua nyina yako. So gold board ho sensem Sami Jemfi came to give an explanation. Now eventually explanation no also akoye deja. Ibisa wa admit se primpri ampara se gold board and making some losses. Na enyanwanwa. Nti bisi se sadia ene na minority no a person was accepted say power boka. Na waboka be mom figures no na omumfa ntudwa. Ebi so aye comparison of say sana gold board aboka PMMC emre bi abesen ko wo mo so aboka wan na da no enkantita bank penny or da no MPP nti sade a eno so but dear me person me kan asem we ni say trend na ade no ekọ no dear sese ye nyina ye te ase ne say baby o man no yaduru ye nyina ye Ghana fo as much as say enne ye ton safrem panimfo ya ban dadafo na wone kọ ekopie yoku ekopie hwa ekopie CID eyi wo mo ano no saa no sese aban adwumakuo bia wo hu bia no Ghana for interest ne say here accountability. So I believe say from time to time submit the pressure aban panim 4 year enomone ade no ebeye na womode niema betoto ensenie na ye nyina yahunu se ba na se doubt bi ni ade wo mu a I believe say institution na da no should take it in good faith say one ebe defend it with facts and figures for all Ghanaians to deliberate and talk about. But the man when these senior people who say one awo pe empoetwa akasakasa and tokwa na omuwie a omasaye sabio tafache on necessary comparison sada party for ni na ye obi obebusa no question bia dia fa bibi hu bia no we ye na we su ye sei na we ye sei na we su ye sei etija bia kwasi ko no gina kwantia de bia ye gina fa akon ani ye twa ho tana so obi aye bi no obi so aye bi enti enye news enti sadia ana na ya na ye haye ho enkosi daben ana da bia obi be ye bibi obi aye bi ne ye de betwa ye ho ayampia e de be die ho atam ye wie ne ye kakakaka enkosi aga na ya dan ye ho na Ghana fo ya sabe catch you say monkoto abamfa maye. These issues must be settled once and for all. Now, you want to say, as I say the city, now the same thing as I say, you can't walk, you can't hear. Now, Ashanti Regional Minister, I'm a young guy. When the opportunity, one of the finest opportunity, I am John Dramani Mahama, and my youngsters. NDC move was giving them the CEOs and ministers constantly. Oh, social media, Facebook, church, and some year one find no money out there. Me as a journalist and have me be on a star, be on how yet there. But oh, passe comment be and the coffee gold board I will say. The same gold board you said was brainchild of Dr. Baumia. So why don't you blame him? Hey, I'm going. When the dada was akasa we are controlling. Say MPP for say gold board. Hey, Baumia brainchild on the buy on the creative no cover buy nti yem fast that farmer woman says a gold board e kosoro na say ye dan ya it is hard ya say losses aba ma yem blame Sami Jemfi na yem ko blame Dr. Baumia so the BBI friend gold purchases buy like seriously Challenge said the more politics they do baby I tell you. You call back who? Onu na manage adwuma ni sese. Onu na ahwe. Onu na ye ntoto ye. Obi a create bibi di abeto wo. Se wo so wa nu na create ye, na wa beto. Na wo hwe so a. Ati abama na chi asa. Adwuma ye si he adwuma urade a. Ana ode na dwene ni nyansa say me feel some person me establish media house. Ana we establish. Oni nimde, oni idea, ultimate ankasa, ultimate anchana dwen ana hwan. Etidie no beye. Obefa nkofo a wo mu feel say one ometimi tra network le so akasa. Two ometimi manage ade no. Three ometimi manage hu say de adwuma ne mre sitia no ne ade. That is it. Menkofo na hweso de aiden e de manage no moko. Etu otewo na adwuma na ekochewa. E sound say onu na bi adwuma ne tie ko bre mi say na wa bi adwuma. Ana adwuma na titehwe. Abra woni hobi. Wo mo so wo mo nsa na so se e blame wo mo. Ne abuso mo say ekosen. Onu ankasa have the mandate to ask. Emposa ah na dia na me ka say yenya no say nye say na me fi say beye adenti na wait say na wait say na wait our right to ask questions of the management say dia we fa ha na eso busa Ghana for busa so yenko busa ba obia amwako hene minister masa o social media bebre o but e bi no how try off the bar e over the bar. Utroni money be over the bar. I don't want to do that, but if you are over the bar, off track. As I'm quite everything with you, as a maturity, Nigeria. Me meant to work as I'm going still penny baby. But please, penny near the shower, sir, near the swallow. We near Okasa. Body language ubi bias sound see a more peninia ubi bias sound everything about you changes and you see a so hene so we are kwalaponi a so hene at the moment you be so hene no we near no kasa no ubi bias sa enti na wa fefo any colleague new schoolmate for entimi ma wa himfie entimi na chia we anyhow they want because no who did domanim, who did penny for him? Say, Uncle, yeah, I don't know, you're not at the buy, and Yanko Busabahomia. Now, Bamako Curtis, I don't know, or Curtis, and not another or two officers. Oh, Massa, Mujaja Sanya Manamuye, and Nemoye. Mujeja sane mana mo ye nemwaye muma ye hunu say Jack penso ye do this is how it is going chura bibi to on Ghana fo nyina ye nsua chura to on ka kire say when you say that we are say na ye nyina ye nsua we are all learning na ye nsua the rudiment of how God borders how we pretty how we young ade the knowledge that you have come and tell us. But you write and much will never be cast a true time as I say serious business. As I say, someone by young church and yagini near for seriousness and to one young who say, baby, I did don't say that in Ghana for young Chimono, that concert party. Come again, I'm Wakuhini, Minister of Ashanti Regional. Just come again. Just come again. That statement where they are over the bar. What to penalty a fair ream. Penalty now to you, what to a fair ream. Saneba saw the Kasai. And near my Bakua nam you or Cherechirimu. Meboa. Or Cherech and near my Bakua nam you know. Say Tasum, San Tasum, but or Cherech the name to talk you and say, this is how it's going. I know that we can catch us say, oh, really, no, if people say, wa admit say ampa eka bi wo baabi ebi so say enye news say or the card, what the card, or boka. If you say Bank of Ghana, say, or say IMF, say, Obia, children not dream from certain angles. A be criticizing the body language, so to see answer questions. Nina Tabana Poyakotra media so say, or no, ananka all answer to sa questions now. And Kenya Hawa, Samujan Physics Cassa, directly as some mafia, no market, only like a band up and on corner, because. Adiana na o address no address ya Ghana for Ghanaians. Safenyo busa question na sami ewo mandate to answer to Ghanaians, not directly to Afenyo market. So or directly to Afenyo market directly dia obey you so words bia eyon palatable eno die but ono ni like Van der Poel as penny our minister of state that there kasa dia sami answer no enye sa no be answer no Obiane na dwenkyere. Biane de de. But who are dwenkyere we are to Facebook there? A bomb. Seriously speaking, a bomb. And you be o fanatics for nin conform budget mo so di comfort mo social media no. Masa, he doesn't speak well. You can't comfort when you comfort what did atem. He doesn't speak well. You have intellectual discussions. So something like that you didn't know a church. And nay, man, some church or any to social media. I am on King Kyrie. I can Kyrie. Also, what a trap bomb will be at work. No. I know something I tried to be out to Facebook. I found. Kania ye doom and no any next year call off near there. I don't address it to politicians. To the two main political parties. Was it so be your power? Our power say, General power say, our minister. I kania ye doom say, ya a call yen. Also, ye nabo tre 114 years say, the casa uncle. The casa uncle. But some way ne see a brand people power. And can whether obey you so can you different. Sign the name PPT opposition. And the can you be a bed doom or yasi baby what time it has doom so and then ye. But so one soon our power. And a power outage by yes say ya and your busa warmer. Come back and say doom CC. Sure, who said the Abraboni city? It was any time a muba could be any party say I dear way send it here. Now, and your problem may be your problem is say your Ghana 40 as you say, and you nipa doesn't need and the best shot that I can dear way 72 and a month and 2 and a month say the keke. But it's a major problem. I will be addressing Ghana for my Ghana for you know who say I didn't major no. I want to position cry out where. Check can trigger and I be say and I pull a boo and I fire buno. There be you won't time it like that. You now the blame a pot to baby. Whoa. Ya sabio tafrache. Say a Jimmy auntie. Ni a jatum is as a chitafo. Ni a jatum ni a suya deco. When they write, go and listen. We a penny. We a penny. Se me ka we penny na am Tommy you can't say Asante regional minister me ka say we penny as nyini by age no quite na me ka on by age onyama fe eti ye ka say we penny ni a enye by age eye by position sa na nipa bia te obi bia ye be ma odibre bia no automatically obeye penny ni ewo ebia mpanimfo bi so enti nkasa no won ne ye esesesa. Now, social media doesn't forget. One day, you might not be the Ashanti regional minister again. All those posts that were will bounce back to you. By that time, now aging in Tisasa youthful age out the tree. By that time, now aging anymore, and it will hit you hard. Me catch you, me them too full. When your politics are some, but some of your writings and statements on Facebook, are childish. And so there no. What tell BBI into politics okroma BBI there Ghana for pest seriousness BI was saying no. Why no one? No why no one? Gold board is for Ghana. Somebody created it. Somebody came to beautify it. We all want it. Why? Because adie biara a benefit Ghana biano ye nyina ye pen. I keep on saying, say in this country, say there is nobody as a politician who wants to come to power. Whoever go to campaign promised land and go and tell Ghana for say, give me the mandate, I want to destroy Ghana. Why not be that? Why not be that say? Me as Messi. Modia monfa Ghana banya nfa mame. Na me be president. Na me destroy Ghana mamo. Nobody. It both NDC, NPP, CPP, one. Everybody everybody who's criticizing everybody who's talking negative about everybody obia ni intent ne say opegana yi meboada. Is not why you are saying you are criticizing somebody. Is not you are talking about somebody's administration. Is not somebody you are talking about source sourcing and now no make a kind baby. Oh baby, I wish I could got it and I have a detail of what it is to discuss. Fort S34 Atra a year so sauce coma a dapono so. I want my investigation. My investigation na pray Ghana bang and my quiet my very sorry I would dear animu and so quiet as to company sir. Yeah, my warm contract any time I say woman and brass so war and the question say yes so sauce in the yanya why are they doing this? They are not doing this because they hate the government. They are doing this because there is a process as I say a fast food be or mine. And you no be criticized say ya mo be contract ya you be say ya ma way ya say for proper channel ya mfa ho. It now so be aba. They also have the mandate to question and ask under the RTI, the Right to Information Bill. I pass here to be our crime or be our Ghana be our crime to investigate anybody or be our counsel criticize or be our counsel show be asemu or be a so but when it becomes I am not that is why you see obi bia why ya dia ensem fata no wama o minor boka bia president Gutuaba for the bar say causing financial loss to the state bia no moma monsanka no mimitie mebusu ni bia no wa ya politician pani both foforo any adada timi ya chi obi atumu a ehame mi ase ambaye me se ade ba ko ye me ya ene se abrabo aye nyina ye bo edidi bia chi ebi bo bra no eye wala tu wala sa ebre edinya na japade ebi exori ahomachi enya na japade Onyankopon so e won hihye de mo obi aso oton we ebi ebeto oton we aye nto ne ade base ko body say obi de nyina abrabo aye bo no ono be fa kwati kwa so no de ho nyansakro no de biti ye nyina e de adiye amaye mbana fjare ye say hiafo a sa ni pande mpato ye Ghana for na gitum say ye nche no yes and now no me 7-year-old daughter eda sorry adopa no abeda me nche won pass busam say daddy why are we not rich question bad busam no 7 years it is a sakwala 7 years only the peer be the class 1 ana sade papa ya ba adwuma bi no so na the Land Cruiser besin de bia Land Cruiser besin ne ba de bia no husa ne ba the classmate papa the Land Cruiser ba any question over busa papa say why are you not rich the be we akire no ya nyina ba kwakọ hwem na nipa o the Land Cruiser besin ne ba no e Ghana for na ya tax And when we are the man, and you shall know what the things that papa is scanning. Yeah, Yafwa. Sadi Pariachena, Namisios Nametua, Nayabia, Assassin. Didn't Assassin, Quatikwasu, a fat Ghana Sika, Ghana Manajuma, Koya Juma, na Ghana Frontier Oka, was say, Masai and the Quatikwasu say, we are Biakawa, near Chua, near Donin and Yoko, Nami, Babisu. Sebisu, I mean, a funny hoping. That was the question about Busabi. I didn't tell some mentor toy, man, I mentor toy. No. Toy, I thought it said. Toy, I thought 30 CD, 40 CD, any 50 CD. If I was a name, there be a sorry, I can say, Ochana, Ochana. It will know who Zemi. I am not rich. That's why I'm eating toy 30 CDs. I found but the ref is the school fees in Brosa. The ref is of school that be the fee the classes fee. And Brosa have to any second and no shot to him. And your Musam say, I didn't many are rich, but between the school fees, between two school uniform, between two school books, between Tom Pawano, and the on Casa. But the toy now when you are any of Musam, why am I not rich? Now the other answer one guess at me was a we. Me body don't know what I'm from. Yeah, if you have Busha for the why are we not rich? Me answer that question. What will you tell your daughter? 7 years. So we are all obliged to ask questions. And we need explanations. We will ask questions. And the politicians, stop the commentary. Na member concert commentary na mama and the and some bar near young some munchiri mu ana modin namra e wadre baby no e and stop taking us back to go and ask somebody this and the person is walking there. Then the ferry time say you do comparison on people that you are doing comparison, they are walking there, nobody have charged them. One cause I won't charge you one. Uso bia ye bi no bi ye bi nra. Nipa nena mo wa secretary or dada bia. If do ye any at the bonia, why are you allowing the person to walk free and using the person as an example? Is it not a shame? Again, to use the person as example when the person is walking down free. So you are trying to tell us, are you okay? Your mouth can't are you okay? So but you are mismanaging people who found ready. Are you okay? Because we've been more and one as a politician, you can't talk about it. Until I the example. And to me and Munja side and away Okromano. Now, as some of our mon kind of said you sit here. Me and I am Tiasia. Na suku for Suadia the free moon. A suku for almost Suadia every what is happening. The democracy that we are practicing, it is growing, and the democracy is teaching us a tray a day of classroom, a tray a day of bonte, a tray a day of fear. Because today, when you pick trotro and you listen to commentary by people in trotro, it will be able to say we have bombarded the people with the wrong information. It is our wrong information on the coffee, the market, no their command, no the need. To be free school. I fear I don't go to classroom no they are born from the core or free school then teacher man are grateful for no the befia and you see a different Jacola to busa the papa question no or befia busa question akwala the papa nya fine or to busa question to somebody to me fact for me busa the question no yes or confidence in the papa to busa the bibia and you're 2 foot good for friendly basa. So please, mama yen komo na yen din koma e kire say this in komo ehia. Na samne bana sese edi hu komo a sese edi hu komo ye bedini aka de sese ede to ne ede ato yemfa yie mfa ntu yie na Ghana ne ye na ye dia. The fact that you have gotten an appointment or you have been putting here or you have been putting here doesn't mean you are bigger than anybody. No. Biokrum Habiano, there are 10,000 of Ghanaians who are capable of mandate to be able to manage affairs. That's why I keep on saying, some of you are lucky, as young as you are. John Dramani Mahama, and the trust shame and one mama positions, as young as you are. We are CEOs, we are government officials, we are say, as I said, we prove John Mahama say. At the end of the month, you are capable of doing it. Put all those political propaganda aside and work administratively. Work and prove the man. My papa who say yes, and yes, sir. Papa never see from or see for if you are or then some shit and say, yea, dear, my yea. Yea, dear, my yea. Minimum can cockrana and then I'm on a come over. Let me try young boys because young boys are when you marry. Munya Juma. Okay. 37 minutes past the top of the hour. Na mami ka say na dua kese eye opania primpri oboa na osa enipa bibiri nyare efri sunsun kwa so say wo ho na problem bi how through spiritual wiase ayenam there is spirituality and nam hunhum wasem yeso wo bi owani ana betimi a kire hunhum wasem na hunhum wasem no ene ye nete ene ye nam de hunani so da bia no far different than the hunu sunsumu enti prepare se wiase obobra na went mi ahwehwe wachi anhunu de sunsumu eyemawa obebresa enti na da bia na nkofo se wodum so obi tumi ka se na mo adwuma amuye ti o adwuma amuye we mom did a casa kesiem ana bosome mom 400 million 550,000 4,000 5,000 6,000 na mom 2,000 you could bosome so am nsanka na no so there no. Are you getting me? People compare you and ask you adetina munyina mu ya adwuma baako no bi edi yie semo ebi wo ho a ensunsume di ni panachi ebi wo ho a wo hu the right direction asese ofa ebi wo ho a sunsumu ya kire ne ba bi odu ni na sie be yi na we oto ayento otare ana awai aware nkoyie ma wo ware baako na jegu ware second one na jegu chese ebi wo ho a wa utumu ta say na den kwa na relationship na etikoye ni nyina a part of our life aye sunsumu na jenim. There are certain things that we are not supposed to do and they may be a crampe but ye the kaya kra ye chiwade jenim we nyina na dua kese tenasia na ohwe wachira ohunu de ye wakade ne de ye wakade na watwe ho de free mu ma fe bo sa brabo no gba ekonanim tro ware be yi ware na pound sabeka kwentu na pound sabeka bibia wo pe bia o sabeden ebitumi akam kona dua kese ho e wa Blickman NIC na ohwehwe sunsumu no he problem e how no solve e fa maw en wachiri yakwa ye bay ye de haban ye di ekọ ye nipadua no eno anso ye de asayare na dua kese ekeka haban bumwa or the sayare bi say hypertension hepatitis B gonorrhea syphilis ayare no kwale ikoko de mano uwia waba behwe awo waba behwe nyare bia ewo nipadua no mu a ye ka ho asem a enye ye ni nyina na dua kese ebe solve e de amaw yare ben na etete wo a ufiu say obi se medium yare ni da bi unyame ambo bi awiase so bebre for any che a Blickman NIC na dua kese transia obe solve problem ni na e de amaw afi baby baako a obeto generator papa eye se obekọ na ya ma generator e bo adwuma wadre se konkomani ajai wadre se konkomani ajai useless enterprise who asem na making wom eye adwumeko so ma generator eye papa auto generator e ko hotel hospital or clinic adwuma kase be bia e be ya adwuma sa e ma problem bia momodia for when it's a useless enterprise na solve problem of kania dunduma egu company gu adwuma no solve ede amount afi we are sorry crew adwumaku mu ye program kase na mpese rent generator betimi rent bi so ede amount ti for ni kire wo ma hweye no generators apapa meba na me de wakọ amwakoto asase pa nam ana me kote say yara gusitando samunim say onu your penia yete 24-hour economy secretariat ya de share nsa na da bia me ka say 24 hour one of the flagship Boama NDC winning power. Now, a year man say it was an afterthought policy because when John Mahama was going through campaigns, and one of them, Okokaye, now Kwabia so I see a crafty any shame na etumiye na boa. Okay, so a who t-shirt, a whole caps, a who be buy. What about power? And you start to say, yeah, question what the 24-hour economy is. The explanation became so deja. Bebrio piano in the dia when they buy up was one about power. Then we came to power. We started asking. When you were ho, then you launch here. You were ho, Gunsano, Secretary Taba, you ho, people will register. You ho, I fed your budget to buy and come home. You ho, buy our Gunsano say, Abani Sikabi say, somebody coach him, a baby HOC, here Sika say. You didn't command the manifesto also speculate. I don't anymore. Actually, what it entails by the 24-hour economy. You could see what it entails. It is very broad. Here said, now, okay, so we're all waiting. Then just some few months ago, yet here you see me be the 24-hour market. 24-hour market. Then we were asking, what is the difference between the 24-hour economy and the 24-hour market? As I speak to you today, until I met, now obian to me chire point blank in the NDC, I mean didn't come on me show so. And to me differentiating my who say the 24-hour market was far different from the 24-hour economy. It made him say, no, and you done no, every day, no one is one and the Abasa sector we. You're a John Dramani Mama, I started call across the country. Ko baby na wakubiano, okubiano, wako catch say, then come demolition. And when America say, I keep on saying it here, and people may like it or dislike me. Sir, this 24-hour market demolishing places to create a space to build the market and deprive and conform of their houses and homes and businesses that they have been having and I said they have been using for years. For years. Now, side demolition now what we are saying. And so once you I tell you because with that one no. And this year the yakwanya you to me catch us 2-3 years ago see ya max by yakwanya. You to me more compensation there. When mean TV say ye manko for me compensation is kabi. Maintain. Then comes to say ensure unify ya. Yes I hear my cake go 4 years here because of waterways and also but today I am talking about 24-hour market. Yero guzitando ajina ni simpie so aka say ono secretariat and maybe busa question say why ne doko to John Mahama assume say market centers na obesi no on for 24-hour market din enfanto so why ne kai confusing the main secretariat for project Guzitano say onu the secretariat any of mandate any of 24-hour economy our manifesto no ha me kenkan abehu no bomu de bomu the 24-hour market any chakabia tie me Guzitano say onu the secretariat a 24-hour economy no I dem anim wa ha no 133 el manifesto no mu mo de say obi see 24-hour market wo Ghana ha Any woman secretariat any chakabia. Now, Omo receive a series of court issues, in court cases. Aba woman share ya woman do say Ghana for the man do say onu secretariat for no and am mandate to say yanya demolition near there for 24-hour market. Omo de baba no na enya onu na share ye. Who brought the idea? Because the chastising that we have chastised, the criticism that we have criticized, all boils to the center of the secretariat. Today, the secretariat says they have no idea whatsoever. The 24-hour market is not our responsibility as secretariat of Gurisano or secretariat. I am one more young cotton cotia. I assemblies, any district assemblies. I don't almost walk to a D. Say, almost see 24-hour market. Hey, district assemblies. I don't almost the D. I got to say, but almost see 24-hour market centers. I don't mandate and say, as I saw a baby, I want district to hold in this assembly or baby. And the Mayer John Dramani Bahama. No endorso, na you see market no, and the Mawomu. I don't want Mabogu. Assembly for, and the Mabogu, me Juregu, me pass a serious jump. 24-hour market no. Say Guzitano mo, I know money chakabia. I don't drink for 4 days, I drink for 4 summer, I drink for 1 why do good because it's when the DBA fan to so. I'm a pre-play, ya the idea about matching with the 24-hour economy. Now we are asking questions. Which Assembly's own is not on the manifesto ticket of the NDC when they were campaigning for us. So they should have given us a name. They should have given us a different name. And what was some of the Bianca? Politicians tend to defend anything and the party be introducing. So tiasie, so pay, so pay. Everybody in the MPP was defending free senior high school, left, center, right. Whether there were challenges or not, they said no. And that is what is happening. Me say until said every NDC member may want to defend the 24-hour market to be linked it up with the 24-hour economy, and they were still explaining to tell us. Then you go to the market and you go and buy this at this time. You buy this at this time. You confirm the name of the free so it's part of the 24-hour economy. Gudisano says no. It is not part of his secretariat. It is the assemblies. He said, Jura, I'm a mandate to be assemblies. We are marketplaces. They are fancy jar. Said the way I'm going to see. And I have constantly been asking, say, any manifesto. Eguzitano kuse wati? Kuse pa. Now that is politics. Kuse. Say ugusu yewa juma to give us the 133. Ugusu yewa juma to make sure we have 3 shifter. Cause you were Juma. The way there, and yet one of the biggest problem of the NDC in 2028, and I am saying it on camera. This 24-hour market, district assemblies, you know, and Muntiemi, and because it is at the district and direct to the people. One, direct to the people, direct to the constituencies. The massive people who went to vote are affected socially, mentally, financially, because their places are being cleared. And then one. Two, the mandate of the assemblies to be able to complete those projects to make it viable before 2028 election is a huge problem. It's a huge problem. I don't hate anybody, but from previously, how a Ghana for head to Aba and what's them making. Some sections of Ghanaians are disappointed and crying. Go to the social media and go and see the agitations of the places beer. Yeah, market for 24-hour market, and how the people are yelling and crying and shouting. Tells you it is not only today. It is not only today. It is for tomorrow. And yet nesu no musu or chinesu no musu. If there are difference between 24-hour economy and 24-hour market, two different things. One is in the manifesto, one is not in the manifesto. One is being engineered by assemblies and trying to impress the president. MMDCs, over some impress the president, and to be a person who also clear party be. Na papa ne ba who say ma clear baby a on fam be project no on fam be si dwom brasso stanko asema me kan nei and the social media. Tomorrow somebody will do a playback. Ghana there we be bo playback. Sasem we see us lie na all ka ho asem. Either say papa mu, say boni mu, it make no. You see me wear carefully. Say the be o china ko ba. No nyanti ase. There is clear distinction now as I speak to you today. Because if Gusitano says and you're part of our responsibility, now and come one secretariat to dia. Yeah, you beka, you defending your wasem, you're goofy. All those that we defended and linked it up to what is in the manifesto, you're goofy big time. We have all defended what was not defendable. We have spoken about something that we had no idea of. We were just defending Keke. We were just talking about it, Keke. And nobody was coming out to let us know. But in the first place, the name now what they told someone to me, I know be to me she was lying. And wrong. You need to. So the moment I would decide to talk market and also pay. One linking up to the national one. You're a John Dramani Mahama. And my trance, and outline your troye, a tro who crack I'm gonna for the before trans troye that people. Not knowing you're far different from that. Yes. Uncle Faber trans your busa. The credibility, the mandate of it. Send the Janabay, send the Nipa Beton, send the Nipa Beko, send the Nipa Bedang. I can't want some for prayer with issues with it. As to when, how. And then you link it. You know, we are linking it to the 24-hour secretariat. And Guzitano have come out clear to say it is not their responsibility. And come on. Assembly for na nyoma djuma omoye. The assembly ni ben. One did the decision by it. One did the idea by it. Am I chastise the NDC? Yes. Yes, because some of us say it was a lost priority. So man did for from. And I would chief free what to say the guzi came. And you want to say, Oba power, and when you different idea be So, ya hear who say be a district now, a drum, I will lucky drum near the end. We have decided to come say, you are building modern market centers in their mom. Say the bank of 40 take one in your enter biome so we can decongest the people on the road net onto what they say. I have a big problem with and for 40th Street is so toward there. I have the biggest problem. So let's create something and say, we are kicking all those people out of that place. So we are building modern markets. And those modern markets, people will not even travel all the way from their district and one to come to Accra to come and choke, to come to Kumasi business district to come and choke, because those modern markets will have everything that you need there. When you came to power, you have identified something different and you are doing it for us. Then we applaud you. But you linked it up with the secretariat, when they have no idea, when they have nothing, when people were coming, say, you're booming there, you're way. And now we are wanting say, a whole bank, Achumaho baby, a whole rural bank was a bank dying. The country should be brave, judgment will be brave. Sorry, a master pump near the cop. I'm saying, ya maso bam near the comms ya maso bam near the comms yenim hohe 24-hour economic secretariat had nothing, no idea whatsoever. But Kuzitano said it has no link with 24-hour market. So why the name? I'm kind of politicians. To maybe I am munya wad kakru, munya wadu. Akwabi obon posi yankopon ye wado, yankopon ye wado. O yes me anka je yankopon. Na wo kire na obre. Kom de no. Ti do kan yankopon ye wado, yankopon ye wado. O de bebe won ye wad kakra. Munya wad kakra. Dede. Thank you very much, Guzitano, for coming out. I don't want it. Thumbs up. So one bar. Kenina baby. Thank you very much for coming out to let us know the real issue on the ground, the real facts of the matter. They say there's difference between 24-hour economy and 24-hour market. Okay. So far, the new patriotic party, social omo but Se Sen say the list of omunkofo pick form no double up pa. Se Sen say omo national executive elections na ba now. Before we go no chairmanship position no bebre abeka ho. Yera Bernard Nchubo Sako da so wom. Boache Jako achamanti wom, John Boadu, Paul Afoko, afe Sami Crab abem. Na vice chairmanship position no eno na muaye piso bako nine. Eho na ede na me gofo bi wo mu a. E say that na sheki. Henry na Boache e wo ho. Richard Ahiagbe wo. Na komia enanu ya na komia didi abeshim. Nana Kobi also the same name, very powerful guy. What the one beshim, Alhaji Masaud Osman, Miami Nipa, Bright Sifikumi, Miami Nipa, Mustafa Hamid, Yafren Paul Kojo Bamba, Champagne, nine, and what they Eddie. Organizer Salim Muhammad, Mustafa, Daniel Lee, Koto Tyson Glover, Ali Mianga, Afe Mano Kose, Afe Kwame Pepra, Secretary Jesse from Paul Kodia. Dr. Charles Dramina, Eugene Boachianchi, Sylvester Tete. Na baby I have 4 months for me no. Maintain so be abeka a women's organizer. How Kumsi versus Hajia Safia Mohammed. But people are tipping for how Kumsi. National coordinator Bamba Awa Mohammed, Razak Tahiru, Mianga Ali, Soja, and youth organizer Abanga Fuseni Yakubu Michael Oseboate, Vera Oye, Bram Labi, Chris Lloyd, and a Clemento Puku Jemfi, National Treasurer, Kwekun Kansan, Collins, Nuyama, Alfred Kojo Thompson, Dr. Ishahaku, Mumid Tahiru, Alahaji Rukia, Saada Ahmed, the National Communication Director, Dennis Mirakrabuaje, Kamara Dean Abdullahi Gordon Asaribedi Akonkofo contest no ebe di pa. So obodia abeto dwa eno no nti ye hwebe bia ebe kwakodru ne de ebe kwakosinya. Osi good evening sir. And Richard Safo Accra, this government has shut down all the outspoken media mouths. Any little criticism then be put to jail on the way at the buy. There was any sorry so na at that channel you be dim komu be that person na me so ye dim komu. Na me show you the class so bomb by on your kese na the American be American for the interest of motherland Ghana. Me need me to be any political ambition for now. Until the American be American for the interest of a country called Ghana. Thank you very much. We'll be back tomorrow. Bye bye for now.